Hello, I am Russell96 and I worked more on this section and I've built the wall up a decent amount. It looks a bit tall over here, but I tried making it with the battlements on this level and it looked really odd on this part, so I raised it up one more section and that will probably do. Oh, and I also wanted to make like a symbol for a flag, so I spent a really dumb amount of time, not really a dumb amount of time, but way too much time trying to make a dragon that was really pixelated so it would fit on a reasonable sized flag. And I eventually got this, which I think will work. So today I'm going to work more on these, well, probably only one wall and work on the other one off camera. And what I'm thinking about doing for filling in this area is I'm going to make like a really large cathedral type thing above the grand hall, entrance hall, whatever you want to call this part. And this outside part is going to extend down to here and it's going to be really decorative somehow. And staircases are leading up on each side from these doorways. There'll probably be a room before the top of the castle. I could probably make a different wall design there, maybe like some windows and stuff. So let's work on those battlements. It's the same design, so I'll probably start it and then do the rest off camera. And I still have these two towers to build up another 3 sections. Probably should climb the ladder first. And I also need to sometime build those large towers up because those have been unfinished since I really started recording. So I should probably finish those. Anyways, probably going to do the same battlement design as over there, so I'll quickly do this off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, I have the battlements made, well, all besides the trapdoors. I'll leave this workbench on me. And I might eventually, like, make these doorways a little bit more three-dimensional. I'll work on that right now because it kind of looks odd having it right up against the wall. That was not the direction I wanted that to face. Oops. Did not want that. Didn't want to do that either. Or that. Wow, I'm failing a lot today. Is that a bit too wide? Oh, well, let's finish it before judging it that much. Maybe that looks a little bit odd. That does also. Um, what about that? And what if I made like buttresses? change some stuff. I don't think the sides need to be that high up. And now it's getting dark already. I think I just need to change the inside a little bit. Because a flush doorway well, it's not really, I guess it's a doorway, it's more of an archway though, because there aren't going to be doors there. Maybe if I don't have oak wood on me, like make these pillars out of something else. I'll work more on that later. I'm going to go sleep so it's not dark and I don't get creeper bombed. And I'll be back up there. Okay, I'm up here now. Probably start off by marking where the tower is going to be. Yeah. Yeah, there's gonna be a block there anyway. And hopefully this lines up. Yeah, good so far. And yep, that lines up. It'd probably be a smart idea to fill in all this area before building over it. But the next part I have, well, not really planned, but what I think I'm going to be doing next is marking out the cathedral type area, not necessarily building it. I forgot to put stairs there when pre-recording it, so not pre-recording it, but pre-building it. Okay, now I don't need these torches here. Ooh, almost fell. I know the inside of the cathedral will be larger than the hall because it also needs seats, so I would guess the edge of it would be by that torch up here, so it's going to be fairly large, to say the least. And then I need to fill in all these areas and that. It really seems like feather falling is random now because when I jumped off of that, well, that's a bit taller also. Like, it's killed me when I jumped down there before. That doesn't make any sense. But basically what I'm planning on is to have the edge of the cathedral, it's like kind of like that shape, but going straight up and being a lot larger. And maybe having some like banners or flags that have these on them. I'm going to mark out some stuff slash plan what I'm going to do next, and I'll be right back. Okay, I thought of something to work on, and it's involving these two side areas on this part of the castle. I would kind of like some open courtyard type things, and these two places, this part and the one symmetrical to it on the other side, would be a good spot to make like courtyards for like stables and that type of stuff. So probably going to end up tearing out most of this cover, and it's probably not necessarily going to be like this type of wall design where it's more war prepped and maybe more like decorative based instead of practicality. So the walls would be here. Oh, yeah. Why did I have that marked? Oh, because the wall's too thick. That is not the right block. And that's already in the right spot, it looks like. No, it is not. But this seems like a bit large of a courtyard. And I want, well, then again, if those are the walls, I'm going to have like buildings and stuff coming out of them like that far, probably more like that. And that would shrink down the size a lot, so that will probably do. I'm just kind of annoyed that I filled in this entire area just to tear it down, to waste a lot of time and effort. So I'm probably going to mark out a few buildings and tear all that down, and I'll be right back. Okay, I started to build the wall over here to get a feel of how it will feel, and the entrance to the courtyard will be in a large arc over here, so probably end up compromising a little bit of this part, because if it's going to be like a trade center, like not exactly completely realistic, because technically these gates only open up this far, but looks like they would open up like that far. But that would take a lot of effort to make that work in Minecraft. So within reason, make it seem realistic that like wagons and stuff could get over into the courtyard. So I'll make these arches larger and make like a hallway tunnel type thing that goes into here and opens up the nice arch that will probably go up to like there, just to be decorative. And I think that the entire having like houses and not houses but like shops that the roofs go up to like there will look good with the mix of wood and stone and stuff, but still have part of the wall going out the top. So, and I'll have to build the towers just to fill in all the empty space and remake that. But this wall is still intact after all this changes I've made, and I have to fix that still. So I'll fill in the walls for the most part, and I'll be right back. Okay, I finished this section of wall. Well, besides the battlements, but I make enough of those already everywhere. Everywhere. And I started this wall, I finished that tower. Haven't touched this area yet. And again, this wall is like 1 or 2 blocks farther out than these walls. I'll show you down here. So for it to be symmetrical here, these these being the center blocks, it would be here. So that'd be 1 block back from that. But if I move it in 1 block to, broke way too many blocks there. And if I moved it back 1 block to keep in here looking the same, then the pathway up there would be 3 blocks wide and wouldn't exactly match up with that. So I'm probably just going to leave it like this. Also, I would assume that I would probably want this walkway to be a little bit wider because of this centralized area where a lot of people would be on the wall shooting, instead of here where it's a lot more spread out. And yeah, so probably just going to make those walls like where they are now, not move them. Make those walls the same. And the one thing that I'm benefiting from indirectly from making this entire thing first is that I haven't really had to go back to resupply on stone bricks because I've just been breaking them as I need them. It's really inconvenient in the long run though, because I'm wasting a lot of pick and time. But I guess it really doesn't matter. But making these walls is taking a really long time, so let's work on the arches. Starting in here. And a 4 wide hallway is probably plenty. I may make it a little bit larger. Yeah. How does that look? Not bad, but kind of derpy at the same time because I don't like that top. What if I brought it down 1 block? Sorry for all the animal noises. Oh, that looks even worse. What about half slabs? Or just something like this. Is that too wide? Maybe if I brought that down one block. I think that will do. And oops, those are not the blocks I want to be placing. Let's make this hallway one block on each side wider. I wonder how many stone bricks I waste, like, right there, and not going down to pick them up. Yeah, that looks good. Might try and make it a little bit more decorative later. Let's take out these blocks. Not really sure why I went all the way down to end of here, because that would have been a really stupid hallway that led right into a wall. Let's go out a little bit here, and let's work more from over here. And I want this to be kind of grand, if that's even a thing. Want it more than just like a simple arc like that, arch, whatever it's called. And it should be interesting making it work with the battlement. Well, that's the buttress. That's what it's called. I'm wasting so much diamond pick. Good thing I abused villager trading when I could, to have tons of diamond stuff. Then again, it's not like I have 30 blocks of diamonds, so it doesn't really matter. How large do I want this? Let's back up for a second. Yeah, a little bit taller. And let's try and carve it in the general shape of what I will want it to be. And let's back up and look at that. But yeah, I think this will end up looking really nice. Yeah, that will do for an overkill door. Now, how to... Well, I don't want it just to be flush with the wall again. I also kind of want it to be three-dimensional. Ish. And this would be a really good time to have creative mode. But what's the fun of that? Um, Maybe like this. Well, that doesn't really work. And I need to connect that. Ooh, that looks good. Maybe. Probably looks a little bit odd from a ways away. But initially, it might look good. I have so much dirt everywhere. Okay, let's take down this dirt and see how it looks. Please look decent. Actually, that doesn't look that bad. Maybe if I switched those to make them go sideways. And some stone here. That will probably look good. Yeah, I think that will do. Ooh, that's gonna be a really large hallway. Ooh, I need to clean up this side a little bit. That block, and not the right block. And that block. And one there. Yep. Yeah, that will do. That's probably a larger entrance than most castles have. Now it's the odd part of making this hallway turn into that. It'll probably get gradually larger starting from there. Or maybe I can make like doors. That would probably make sense to have doors to the courtyard, so if it's raining or something, water wouldn't go inside the castle. I probably need to rework a lot of this. Why is there stone there? Oh, I lined. Yeah, that's why. I also need to work on terraforming more, because right now the entire front part of the castle is on a one thick sheet of dirt. That looks really ridiculous when you look at it from the side. So I need to take out that, make all those walls, make all the buttresses on those walls, make the other wall on that top part. Then I'll probably work some on the interior so I can work on that top part more, because it would be a pain to be working on interior when there's a ceiling over it, not being able to see what I'm doing. Oh, that's another thing. I need to start replacing floors because don't really want to have grass on the inside of the castle wall. I also need to make those towers up more. But yeah, that looks really nice. I should have done that to begin with instead of that. Guess that's all I have time to record for today, because I'm not going to have time to finish all this stuff to work on something else. So thanks for watching. Bye.